Dr. Scorpio.
It's going. Shit. It's fucking going. What's up with you, man? You feel me?
Everything's going fine. Everybody else, good evening. We're here for another show, a late night show. We just decided to pop up tonight, right?
Yeah, what's to it with you niggas, bro? What's up? What's to niggas, man? What's to niggas? You feel me?
Our
What's to
topic, okay? I was looking at the naughty holidays for the month of May. There's no
niggas?
particular day, but there's a whole month. It's National Masturbation Month.
And your eyes just lit up when you said that
No, they did not.
like a
Why? There's nothing.
kid.
Is there something wrong with that? I don't think there's nothing wrong with a
No,
little
one said nothing was wrong with whatever. I
masturbation.
just said you got excited. Why you get so
Oh, I got excited.
why
Well,
you get so
sometimes it
excited?
is exciting. Shit,
I
sometimes I
agree.
don't want to deal with no dick, so I'd rather go ahead and just deal with myself.
Right.
What?
Like what? I
Oh,
guess
I
if
got
you want to, you did. Cause you like, okay, ooh, I had to play with myself. Ooh, ooh, head ass.
There's nothing wrong in enjoying by yourself.
There's nothing wrong with that. I ain't gonna lie.
Sometimes,
We
hey,
all do
sometimes I could do it better by myself.
that. I guess it's nothing better than the real thing.
Well, it's not the same, of course not, but it would
Nothing better
do,
than the.
if you can't be there.
I'm gonna say the right. I ain't gonna say the just the real thing. I'm not gonna say that because it gotta be the obviously the situation gotta be right. But yeah, the real thing over the Jergens any day. Sorry.
I mean,
Okay.
and that's how we start exploring ourselves when we're very young. How we were talking about earlier. I mean, that's how you just start. You start
Yeah, I mean
and
when you 13.
getting this different feeling,
Let me ask you a question though. So when you feel like girls first start masturbating,
Damn. When did I first?
like legitimately like first heard about it, then when you actually first tried it, when you was like, you know what, I heard
You
about
know
this.
what? I don't think I heard about it.
Okay.
It
So
wasn't
you
like,
just knew what to do? Like what you mean?
no, it wasn't like something, okay. Oh, oh yeah, you talk to your friends. Oh yeah, I masturbated last night. Oh, this is how you do it. No, I
Right.
think it's just something that triggers a mind. I guess it was something that it was a movie I watched. It wasn't a porno, but it was a movie.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, movie, huh? Got you. I get it. Like, don't get it twisted. I get it. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. Go ahead. We listening. We
It was a
listening.
movie. I can't remember the name of the movie,
Right.
but
Right. So convenient. So convenient. You don't remember.
oh, it's so convenient. That was a long ass time
So
ago. That's why I
convenient.
can't
Oh,
remember it.
yeah. So last night was so long ago. Right. Last night was forever ago. Ages ago. Here you go with your shit.
Stop! But I don't remember the movie. But all I remember that it was something where it was like it was a sex scene between two women,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
it was something that I don't know. I don't know what made it. It just came naturally. Where you know, I wish I could remember. I'm old, so I can't remember. But
Mm.
that's what triggered it for me to go ahead and first time touch myself.
Wow. That's fucking crazy.
And I think I was like 13 or 14.
Okay,
Yeah.
get into depth. I need details.
Think that's about what?
Okay, so you was 13 and 14 and yeah,
And
details.
I watched that movie,
Come on, keep going. I need more. Hmm.
and
I'm
it
trying to
just
fill
came
it in again.
naturally where I just put my hand between, my legs. Shit. And
What
I
made you? You're saying you was watching Sesame Street. You decided to put your hand
was
between
watching Sesame
your legs?
Street.
No, bro. What was you watching? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, watching Sesame Street and tickle my elmo, right?
Well, right, right. All right.
It
Yeah, no,
wasn't
you tell
like
me. You no, keep going. Tell me.
tell you what, that was the first time. And I think when it was back then, there wasn't real like
I'm
well,
interested.
there
I
was
want to know.
adult channels, but it was on the after hours on the Disney Channel.
On the Disney Channel.
Yeah, back then. Okay, back
Wait, hold
then
on.
during the mornings to a certain hour, it would be the
Right.
Disney Channel.
But they went on there fucking. So what was you so aroused by?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about late after the Disney Channel.
Oh, you saying the fucking
They
call?
would share the
Yeah,
same channel.
I
Okay.
got, I got.
So Disney had it during the day. Man, you're I'm not gonna be over there masturbating over Disney. But
I don't know what
after
you into,
hours,
Jazz. I don't know what you. I don't know what you be doing late at night. I don't know what you got going on.
after yeah, but after Disney, it was the porn channel, and you had to pay to subscribe. If not, you will kind of see it, but there will be like squiggly lines.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You was watching
And then
BET
you
on
try to have
Tuesday.
the volume kind of low so your parents wouldn't kind of hear what you were watching.
Mm-hmm. All right. Keep going. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
But
Mm-hmm.
there was one time that my mom caught me.
Oh
Okay.
shit. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Actually, at that time, I wasn't even watching anything. All I was doing, well, I was already enjoying myself. Okay. This was already, I had enough experience of, doing solo projects that I just started doing them when I just felt in the mood. So I was in my room, and what it was though is that I was on the bed enjoying myself for a while there, and then all of a sudden my mom comes in. She doesn't even knock. That's the thing though. She doesn't even knock. She just comes in, and good thing I had my back towards her. And I was telling her, she was, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, my back hurts." That's what I told her. My back was hurting.
You funny. I mean, you can't front your move, so I get it. Can't front the move. What I will say though is, I mean, you nasty.
Hey, once you
Make it
start
nasty.
touching yourself,
Make
you
it nasty.
realize what you were missing.
What was you missing?
That touch.
Touch, touch, touch. That
Hey,
it is.
you can't be saying, come on. You gotta tell me the first time you touched your penis like that you didn't feel something good.
All right, bro. I'm gonna put you on game, but I'm gonna put you on game this one demo.
Okay.
Put you on game. I was like 13.
Uh-huh.
All the little niggas that was in my little group, in my little class, my grade or whatever,
Yeah.
we used to sit and lunch together sometimes.
Okay.
And one day these niggas particularly just was like, "Yo, man, have you ever did so and so, so and so?" And I was like, "No." Like I'm like, I don't even know. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, "Bro, you never did that shit." I'm like, "Nah." They're like, "Bro, do that shit." I'm like, "What? How you even do it?" They like, "Do this and do this." I'm like,
So they were
"Okay."
telling you about it.
Literally told me about it, and I'm like, "Okay." Then I went and did it for the first time when I was 13 or something. We was probably all like 12, 13 or something. Then I went and did it one day, and I was like, "Oh, this is what niggas was talking about." I was like, "Oh." It's like, "Oh, okay." It
Okay.
was like, "Okay." It was like a okay type moment. It was, you know,
I was like, okay, then well.
you just be like, "Oh, okay." This is what niggas is talking about. So I'm
That's what they're
13.
talking about.
Yeah, so I'm 13, just figuring out like what the fuck is going on. But I do remember that. You know what I'm saying? As a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? You kind of, whatever way you get kind of, I don't know, introduced to that, but I don't know, that's kind of sketchy as hell. Um, like that, I did that on my own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
Well, I hope
obviously,
so.
yes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, some people may not be so lucky. So that's my point. You know what I'm saying? It's actually like it's actually sketchy as fuck. So it's like you something you gotta kind of be weary of. And now that I have kids, I stuff that I think about because I want to protect them and their integrity. So it is something that I think about. So I'm gonna do what I have to do for that. But yeah, that shit can happen.
Do you think? Well, and that's the thing, though. Sometimes,
All this.
I mean,
Hmm.
some people, depending on religion or whatever, they get taught to not to do that because that's a bad thing. That's something they shouldn't be doing. So there's a lot good experience, bad experience, but overall, it's like it's something natural that you do, and it shouldn't be taken as a bad thing. It's something that does kind of help you out. I mean, just by yourself, you get to learn what you like and what you don't like. You're gonna know what you're gonna like
Right.
when you touch yourself. In this way, you could be more confident in maybe later on talking to your partner and letting them know what you like, because there might be
Of
something
course.
that they're doing that you already knew you didn't like, so you want them to not do it.
I feel like it is important to just you gotta cross your I's, dot your T's. So in a relationship, it's important to just kind of know, like you said, just kind of know what niggas like. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what niggas like is very important. You never want to just kind of jump into a situation where motherfuckers kind of are clueless as to they approach per se, or kind of haven't really had success. You know what I'm saying? In the pursuit of like pleasuring the girl, or getting to know the nigga, and she don't really know exactly, you know what I'm saying, how to keep the nigga satisfied, or whatever the case may be. Like that's they, it's to whoever the shit may apply. But my thing is just generally though, like I said, like it's not something that I feel like kind of is talked about enough. Because if it was, then I feel like it would probably help more people. Maybe even like young niggas that's promiscuous and young women that's promiscuous, where they kind of don't really know how to kind of chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even really advise anybody really, like, I mean, like, honestly, I was 13, right? I wouldn't tell another 13-year-old to do that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Another 13-year-old or 12-year-old told me to do that. You know what I mean? To another 12-year-old. So it's of course. But like as a grown man, I'm not gonna tell my sons like, yeah, man, go ahead and do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Fucking goofy. I'm sure people do that though. Like when I remember when I was young, like certain, I don't want to be colorist or nothing, but certain people would be like, yeah, my mom low key knows I watch porn or I do whatever. She don't care. And for me, it's so crazy because look at what I do, look what I talk about. So I can't judge nobody. But like if
Right.
my kid ever did come to me and was like, yo, whatever, I'm not going to tell him to watch porn. I'm not going to tell him to just masturbate. I'm not going to tell him to do none of that shit. I'm going to tell him to like really deal with himself. And I'm really going to tell him to get with a bitch. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, get with a bitch, learn that shit. I'm going to show him what he should be doing as far as like telling him what he's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And put him in position where he knows what he should be doing type shit versus just being like, yo, go
Well,
watch some
don't you
porn or
think?
something. You know
Don't
what I'm
you
saying?
think in doing it
I
by
mean,
yourself first can help before you go and have a physical act with a woman?
this is where I'm okay. I do, but this is the thing, right? this is where it get kind of like subjective because subjectively, I watched porn first before I ever had sex, but and I think I fucked pretty decent. But it's like that might be why though. You know what I'm saying? If a person didn't have that, they would have to learn everything, or at minimum the basics, and then they can do whatever. So it's like I don't really know. It's all subjective. Everybody probably has their own way of
Right. It's
looking
all
at it.
in different ways
It's
because
all in different ways, type shit.
it can help, you know,
And it could
like I said,
fucking
it can
hurt
help
you
you
too.
know what you
Yeah,
want and then be with a partner and be more expressive,
I'm gonna
or it
say.
can make you where it can make you distant from a person, when you want to have a sexual relationship.
I agree. I mean, it's man, it's if you're talking about, like I said, if you're talking about just generally in a relationship, I feel like I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't really. I mean, like niggas be saying a lot of times, like they still be whatever, right? But like for me, I don't really feel like that should be necessary in a relationship, though. But that's just me, though. Like that could just be a me thing. But like I don't know, I just don't think shit like that should be going on if you're in a relationship. If I'm in a relationship with you, that means I like your sex and I'm attracted to you. And I'm not saying I'm gonna have it every waking second that I want it, but I'm not gonna say. I mean, like there's somewhat of an entitlement. I will admit, if you're a man and you maybe take care of a woman or something like that, but like generally speaking, though, if you like, how do I say this? Like, there's some type of level so where you I don't know, like as a man, you're gonna have this like desire. You feel what I'm saying? So like from the standpoint of like just being a man, niggas understand like the maturity level, the growth level that niggas kind of have to have with the shit too. You know what I'm
But
saying?
there's different levels because you got to think about, okay, yeah, let's say if you're in a relationship, say you're living together, of course, it's like you don't have to go masturbate. If you're living with someone that's sitting right next to
Right.
you and that's what you feel like doing, well, there you go.
But that's why I'm like, I don't know. I just personally, I don't think that should even really be. I feel like honestly, that's why I'm like, as a nigga, bro, the growth you have to have growth in it. So it's like, it's not so much like an immature nigga will be probably looking at.
No, not like that, but I'm just
You know what I'm
saying
saying?
that's why you have a partner for, because if you both do have one of you guys has a sexual urge,
I
then you
agree a
can go
thousand
ahead and
percent. But
yeah.
everybody don't look at that way. You get what I'm saying? Everybody don't see that way. If it was, it'd be a lot more,
But then see, but
acceptances.
that's the thing though. You have to think about that could be in a different stage of a relationship. Then you got to think about a lot of married couples that, that a lot of times the sex disappears
Mm,
and they do end up sometimes smashed, especially a lot of times
yeah,
the
that's true.
man or whatever, there's different things. Or he will find someone else,
Right.
right?
And,
There's just different levels because then what if you're in a relationship in the beginning of a relationship and you don't live together? Then what do you do then? I mean, you ask her
I
to
mean,
come over or you get
and you right. As the I agree. I feel like
and what if they cannot come over? Then what?
yes, so it's like, but that's my point about the growth level and even the maturity level. Because like when you really dealing with yourself, you're going to be able to kind of deal with that. So of course, like if you can't, yo, if your sex drive is higher than your partner's, you'll be able to kind of deal with that when you're mature enough. But like a younger nigga or younger, or just maybe somebody that may not just be willing to just deal with that, they'll just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna, or you know what I'm saying, or just they'll just masturbate a lot or some shit. And for me personally, I be thinking to myself like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's something that should be, you know what I'm saying, happening per se. Like, if you in a relationship, the sex is important, so there should be some type of effort on
There should be an effort,
both
right? But
parties per se.
there's
You know
times
what
like again, it just depends on the different
I'm
type
saying?
of level of relationship you're at.
It does.
There is again the married
It does.
couples say they've been married for so long and they don't even have sex no more. What do they do in that particular moment? You know,
Shit.
or like in another situation where you're living with your partner again, it's like you have a relationship with someone and so you're sharing a bed. So if they're there, and of course, you're not gonna force it. If that's what they want to do, they're gonna go ahead and do it. Why not? But if you're in a relationship or even single, then what do you do when you're single and you can't get it for the night?
Right, exactly. I mean, of course, you
That's
do
what they
it.
have pornos.
Of course. It's well. I don't think it was. I don't think that. Well, yes, but like this is my thing, right? If you, I mean, that's something niggas just gonna do. But like, of course, like you just gotta have growth with this shit. Like you gotta just be more mature with this shit. Like you just gotta just be more like in tune with yourself enough to know like even when and when you should be even doing that shit. Because like it's certain times where you'll be kind of even like thinking to yourself in a certain way, like you know what I'm saying, like you want to be with your girl, but you're not with your girl or something. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it'd be like, okay, cool, but then sometimes you just be like putting that shit on, and it'd be like, I don't even really want to do anything. I just am putting this on myself. Like even when you with your short, you might just be like, I'm just with my girl. I'm just gonna do this shit, just because. And sometimes you gotta know, like, okay, when I'm really into this and when I'm really just doing it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? With all of
True.
it, like, cause you live with a girl, you live with your girl, you just gonna be doing it. A lot of times you're doing it just to do it. She right there, but at the same time, are you really even into this? This could be energy that you're saving for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
True.
For
But
later use type shit.
okay, so how about when you are in a relationship, you are laying with your partner there, and they decide, oh, they're not in the mood.
Right.
Yeah, you could save it for your partner for the next day, try again tomorrow. But what
Right.
if they don't? What if they don't want to no more? Then what do you do
Hmm.
in that situation?
It's
You could
terrible.
only hold off for so long.
Then of course, I mean, you have those instances. Then you're gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna go ahead and whatever, right? But the thing is, though, just generally speaking, when it comes down to like a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas, especially like the red pill community, they have adopted the no fab. They've adopted, a lot of these different like semen retention methods, and of course, it's different ways. It's various like levels to achieving it. But it's a practice that can be turned into a lifestyle, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? That's my point about even saying like knowing when to and when not to be doing this shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes it is good, but then sometimes it's like you're just kind of doing it, and it's like it's not really. It's just your energy you could be saving instead of just giving away to the ethers type
True.
shit.
But then you have everything out there that can trigger it. Like, you have the porn, you have OF now, you have, you just have it all over the place.
Exactly.
It's all over and it's so
It
accessible that,
is. It
you
is.
know,
It's
when you see
crazy how
images like that, it
yeah.
triggers your mind. Something that triggers your mind that trigger, that you either, get wet or you get hard, but it turns you on. Mentally, you're visually seeing this or even listening to it, and that's what turns you on. So,
Well,
do
I say
you
this.
do you go with that urge? Do you?
I mean that because I already know what you was like. I mean, I say that like
because it's kind of hard, you know. You say yes to go ahead, and I understand what you're saying, yes, because you want to save that for your partner when you guys are ready to go ahead and have sex.
Right,
Why
whenever you
waste
feel
it
like.
on the time of just masturbating?
Yeah, that's really the thing. I mean, you just kind of have to discipline yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, of course, niggas are going to even like just because sometimes, niggas
And
live
then
a sex lifestyle.
sometimes,
You know
what if you do it right after? What if
what you
your
mean?
partner didn't satisfy you then?
Oh, when you do it right. Yeah, I remember it was this running joke. Remember this running joke on Clubhouse where the nigga I said that it would have been funny like if this nigga go crazy in the bedroom. He feel like he done went crazy. He in there sweating and shit. He
Oh
finna kiss his girl.
yeah.
He damn near be like, all right, baby, I'm done. Kiss his girl. He roll over. All of a sudden, where he just hear this buzz and this shit, this vibrator just going off. Bzzz. Niggas is like, wake up, look around. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? He look over his girl with the vibrator and shit. That would fuck a nigga head up. He'd be like,
You think so?
what?
I mean, do you
Yeah, I
think
definitely think so. By far. Yeah, that's what we was talking about.
does is
He,
that because I done that, you know, and I felt like, okay, yeah, in a way,
terrible.
I felt bad because maybe it does feel like I
Terrible.
took a shot or whatever. Like, okay, you couldn't satisfy me, so I had to use
Take
my
a shot.
vibrator. What's so funny?
Yo, man, that's pretty crazy.
What? I mean, sometimes I'm sorry, it is already, you know, in a way, kind of hard to make a woman have an orgasm. Sometimes, you know, it's like,
No, it's not.
well, no.
No, it's not.
If you know the right way, but a lot of them don't.
I get
Or
it,
maybe
but
you're having a bad day.
sometimes, what I'm saying, like I said, like, and that, but here's the problem. Okay, so there's a problem, number one, with this
But
shit. Because doing that shit, it will kill your sex drive a lot. So doing this shit on a consistent basis is never really something like, especially when you're not doing it to like master yourself. That's why it's called like masturbation. It's like you're mastering yourself. Like especially in the proper practice, like the proper practice is to not come, and you training yourself to not come. That's the practice of it. But when you're just doing it, you're just doing it. The practice is to really
I just do it to try to
be
bust my nut.
attentive.
Then if he couldn't
It's
do it,
different
then
for
why
you.
not do it, right?
It's different for you. It's different. It's different. It's different roles we have. There's different roles that exist. My role is to, especially because like I can keep going after that, and niggas can just do that. But the thing is, I have this one round. You get what I'm saying? So I have to like withstand that whole round. You know what I'm saying? And then take it, allow her to transcend in that element. So like in the Kama Sutra aspect and in the Vedas and shit, when we talked about that shit not too long ago, that's a practice of like even that. It's about like training yourself and mastering yourself and putting, just being on a level to
But
where
you
you
could also do that with your
know what I'm
partner,
saying.
though. You could also
That's the
enjoy
point.
that.
That's the point. But you have to do it in the practice though. It's not like just. I mean, you don't do it naturally, but like it's the practice of it that makes it perfect, not just happenstance. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and when a nigga's doing that, the nigga's in that level. That's the nigga's job. The nigga's job is to be able to just do that and just not. You know what I'm saying? And when you're doing that on a level where you're mastering yourself, that's really the outcome. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot different where you just like, oh, I'm just finna do this shit. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
way
And
different.
that's the thing. That's when you say, well, it's not good because you're just doing it just to do it when,
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And when a lot of times, though, when you do end up just, enjoying a little too much of masturbating, it could get addicting where, like we talked about earlier, you might not even be secured confidence to go up to a woman or someone the opposite sex because you rather just do this at home by yourself instead of having an actual relationship, a physical relationship with a person.
I would say just generally though, people in general, um, man, it's like it's crazy because generally speaking, that's what the red pill community says a lot. Like I was saying earlier with the semen retention, they say this kind of helps in that effort, right? So it's like a thing where niggas are in efforts of getting the woman, so they withstand themselves, and it's almost like charging up your essence to a degree,
Right.
so you can attract the better woman or the better lifestyle or the better life, which is
Right.
actually really, you know what I'm saying, it can happen. So it's like it's really kind of up to niggas to kind of just utilize it in whatever form they feel like is best. You don't have to just be some fucking mug. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's
You
something
just,
like you said, it's
yeah,
something that
you
comes
know,
with growth because you do that, you start experiencing it when you're in a young age. Of course you're gonna do that. It's a natural thing that you do. Again,
correct.
the stuff that you see, like again, it's all over our phones. We could get easy access to Pornhub or whatever other porn sites,
Motherfucker.
OF, whatever. But to actually later on as you grow older and you realize, like you said, have that control. So when you do utilize it, you use it with your partner. And like I said, wouldn't it be good to go ahead and watch each other masturbate together? That's something different than doing it by yourself.
I feel like personally, it's all subjective. I never really, I don't know. I never really necessarily did that with a girl per se or nothing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like a girl, like I'm just imagining it linking up with a girl and then you being like, oh yeah, I'm finna just do that. It's like I could just fuck her. Like, what would be the point of that? So like, I don't know, but I mean,
Or
I've
like
heard
even,
that stuff happen. People have said that stuff to me, and I've been like, oh okay, well,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I don't see the point of that, but you know what I'm saying? But I mean, if that's what niggas into, that's what niggas into. That's what niggas do.
Well, everybody's into something, and it could be like where, you know, they decide to pop in a porn movie together, watching it there together. Why why wouldn't you be turned on if your woman started touching herself?
Of course, of course. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it's all subjective, bro. It's just niggas. You know what I'm saying? As if you're a nigga, bro, especially if you're a grown ass nigga, bro, you should be doing some type of discipline with yourself, bro.
You
And you should
should
be.
get yourself a female.
I mean, if you, of course, you should, I mean, I'm not even gonna say that. I mean, it's all
Get
subjective.
yourself a pussy pocket.
It's all, look, bro. They jazz go. I'm saying, generally speaking, this shit is all subjective.
Hey, well, what are you gonna do in the
You
middle of the
just
night if you're
wear
single? Dr. Scorpio, if you were single and you wake up in the middle of the night,
the middle of a nut. You wake up in the middle of a nut. That would be funny as hell.
what
How the fuck would you do that?
are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish that first,
Finish
and then I'm gonna figure out what's going on. Cause why am I waking up in the middle of a nut? What's going on? I mean, look, bro. This shit is just subjective, bro. Niggas could be married and shit. Niggas could be single or whatever. It's all subjective, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just subjective, bro. And
Shit, what are you gonna do if you get locked up, Dr. Scorpio? Then what? What are you gonna do in there?
that ain't gonna be me, so I'm on the outside, so I'm straight. But I'm saying, even then, you just gotta, it's just as a man in life, it's just what it is. You have to have discipline, and at some point, you're
But
gonna
don't you
have to
think
be
it
able
will
to.
help you
No, no, no. At
by
points,
yourself, like say more control, like try to make
is
yourself last longer when you do have.
if in the act of that, that is the point of it. But no, like that's not what niggas is doing. Niggas is just doing stuff. So
Well,
the
and that's
you
why
know what
you
I'm
need to
saying?
let them know. They need to go ahead and learn how to.
Niggas is just doing stuff. It's some
They
people
just
that
doing
may
stuff.
be on the effort of like, hey, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? It may be some niggas into that, but for the most part, bro, niggas just doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You
You know
said
what I'm
it.
saying?
I didn't say shit.
Niggas
All
just
I'm saying, all I'm saying, they
you know what I'm
have
saying?
toys to help you with your solo project there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be a level to where um it's preachy or nothing like that, because niggas ain't perfect, nigga. I'm just at a level where it's like it's some niggas out here that could be like trapped in some type of shit, like mentally, and it's unhealthy. So you gotta kind of be able to say the truth. So the truth is like that shit is unhealthy on a level to where it's not something niggas should really be doing like that. If you
Right.
doing it in a practice standpoint, it can be beneficial. So when you actually fucking your bitch, but when you're not doing that, it's not really. It's just something you're doing, and you're really not doing nothing with your mind. You're fucking over your mind. You know what I'm saying? So like that's really the thing. It's like the mind is the most important thing, and then it's like when you really consistently do that, you kind of fuck over your mind to a degree. Um, to a degree. Um,
Right. I mean,
you know,
again,
I
you
wouldn't
shouldn't.
say ultimately, but you know what I'm saying. It all just depends. You kind of just you just kind of make that your mind the playground for shit like that. And then when you're thinking about that consistently, especially like when you talk about niggas who deal with like a porn addiction or things
Yeah,
like that, that's where their mind it exists consistently. You know what I'm
because
saying?
it's there. It's
Because it's
there, and they
there
enjoying
and
it. They
it's
have
free.
the access
It's
there.
free. You can just do
Yeah,
it. You can just do it
and
anytime you
that's
want.
what it is, and that's what will go ahead and result to that addiction to it. That you're getting used to that. You're
You
you're
know what I'm
you're,
saying?
you're making it where you're enjoying it too much. You're not going to enjoy it when you do
That's
have
where it's
that
at.
relationship with someone. It's going to be something
Right.
that you're not going to be satisfied with.
It was actually I don't know if you remember that. Remember that show that True Life show and shit? Was it True Life?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, you know what I'm saying? The True Life shit. I think it had an episode where this nigga was literally married or about to be married or some
Uh
shit,
huh.
but he had a porn addiction, and the nigga just had to look at porn. It's like it's crazy. It's like to the point where the girl was basically kind of giving him like ultimatums or something like.
So it was affecting their relationship
And
because that's all he wanted to do is watch porn.
I don't understand it, but yeah, I don't understand it. But maybe it just got on.
It's like anybody else that has some kind of fetish, something in their mind will trigger. Okay, they really do enjoy this. This is a like a high, it's a great feeling that they're liking it a little too much. That every time they see that, that's what turns them on. And maybe there's something that he liked about watching the porn. Then maybe his girl, he did not see that in her, or maybe it wasn't
I don't know.
for whatever reason, or maybe it was just him
Yeah,
watching movies. But then again, like that, if he was addicted to porn, why not make a porn with your girl then, and then you guys can watch it together,
I agree. I
right?
mean, yeah, but I don't know. It's I don't understand that level of craziness. That's my point. So it's like that's extreme, but it is some extreme cases out there. You know what I'm saying? And salute to bro. He said maybe she wasn't handling it right. She might not have been handling
Right.
business. She might not have been standing on business. I don't know. It's some people out there that be in them cases too, and but that be my point. It be like so you gonna like basically fulfill yourself with that consistently, cause like for real, and it's not really gonna be anything at the end of that road for real. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's nothing there. So like it's just don't even do it to yourself type shit. But of course, every now and again, people gonna do whatever they gonna do, whatever way they gonna do whatever they gonna do. But like niggas who have that issue or in that place, it be hard for niggas even see they in a place sometimes too. You might not even be understanding like, yo, I have a problem or some shit. You might not even be able to see that shit. So, but that's why I'm saying that shit generally is, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to understanding yourself, and this is a level to understanding yourself, dealing with yourself, like you said, like knowing what you want to, like what you want, or whatever, or how to
Mhm.
do whatever you do. That's a part of knowing yourself. But sometimes you can kind of be dealing with, a certain part of something for too long or more, or like overdoing the shit. You feel me?
Hmm. Yeah. But again, like, what we're saying earlier, sometimes, I mean, it's not all bad, but, you don't want to get it to
Right.
where it does become a problem, that it can affect your love life or your, especially it, but then it can also help, again, but it's something that shouldn't be done all the time.
Mm-hmm.
At
Right.
least when you're older. I mean, again, like you said, why even do that when
Niggas
you
ain't
can
going
go
to.
ahead and deal with your partner?
So what was
But
you doing on certain cases? Like, so what would you do? Type shit.
well, again, it always depended on something in the relationship. Like I stated before, there was a relationship where, you know, it was a problem where he wasn't satisfying me, so I had to use the toy. But sometimes it will be where I will go ahead and why not do that with my partner, enjoy each other, bring some toys in, and just have some fun. But I don't think it should be done where it has to be done all the time. It's like I don't want my partner to think that he's not satisfying me because at some point I think it is kind of like hurtful to see that your partner is playing with yourself after you just had sex with them. I mean, that's how. I mean, and then it just depends. It depends what who you're with because sometimes they might like to go ahead and watch you do that.
I wouldn't like nobody at all coming through with the magic stick after I just laid the magic stick. A lot
Well,
of niggas,
there you go, right? I
right?
mean,
But then you got to be the right type of nigga. So if that did happen to a nigga, the nigga got to be that type of nigga with a resilience come in and be like, oh, you wasn't done. Let me finish that.
but
You know
it
what I
could
mean?
be again. It doesn't like if it's something where you can't satisfy your partner every time, then there's an issue. There's a problem between you two. It's like
Bro
so.
said, do you think that when a girl plays with herself so much that it messes up relationships because it leads to her to look for outside attention and cheating? Um, to be real, it's I would say this: if a girl's fucking playing with herself all the time, and you know that, or you know her sex drive is extremely high, and you're not really fulfilling that, and you ultimately know that, then there's something you gotta like get that shit in check immediately. Figure it out, like take steroids, something. If you love the bitch, just being real, and you're in a committed boyfriend girlfriend relationship, you set that shit up that way, yeah, and you want to keep her, you figure it out. Eat the pussy good, use some whatever to make sure she's straight. Because generally speaking, not every woman is really sold by the sex and is ultimately going to just say that's the deal breaker in the relationship per se. But at the same time, it always will be a door that could be opened by
To
any
other
given
problems.
scenario. Yeah, like life is very funny. So
Mhm.
life likes to play jokes on people. So yeah, cool. You got this whatever situation going on, but life could play whatever game they want to play with you, just to have fun to see what you would do. And if you know there's a element to where whatever's going on, you don't want to have that happen. You don't want to make your bitch mad one day, and then she go out the crib, knowing that whatever. You don't really want to have those type of demos going on. So you want to always just be in tune with like, yo, shorty, and be able to be like, yo,
It's
is
vice
this?
versa. Yeah, you want to make
Yeah.
sure that you
Or at
keep your
least
man
just know you
satisfied.
just know your shorty. Yeah, you got to know
Yeah,
your shorty enough to know like, all right, I know my
and it's
shorty.
not just always having an orgasm. It's more like It's just the connection with it. You know, you don't have to go ahead and have an orgasm to go ahead and sexually connect with someone and be satisfied.
Yeah, but it really helps.
It helps, yes, it does.
It really helps. And I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, you just want to be able to do that for her. You don't want to have anything else do that. You want to be the key
The
to
one.
that shit. You want to
But what if it's
create
a
that.
part where, say, she still gets turned on, like say you bust your nut and she gets turned on by that, but you don't have the energy as a man. You know, a lot of times you stop or whatever to take a break, whatever. But what if the woman is still turned on, gets turned on even more? Just
Hmm. I mean,
so
you
then
should be
what?
doing whatever she want anyway. Shit. I mean, honestly, that's just how it's supposed to go anyway. But that be my whole that's my whole thing. It's just niggas just a lot of times I would say have to put themselves in position. You know what I'm saying, to win in all those scenarios. So you just gotta kind of be able to like know the girl you dealing with, know what she like, and know what to do in those moments. And then obviously, you mean you're gonna succeed. You know what I'm saying? More times than not. But you know what I'm saying? In niggas who don't understand, you know what I mean? Who may not be whatever in those cases or whatever the case may be, like, you gotta figure it out type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna be a problem, especially depending on how. I mean, I don't want to put an age on it, but you know, young girls, hell yeah, instantly. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just all depends. It's subjective because, some older women be like, yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing. They want liberation or whatever the case may be. But a lot of just women in general, when they in the prime, they own that. They not really trying to stick around to see you get the rebound. And they not really trying to let you spin the block. They want it right now. They want you to have it together now. They not really trying to wait for you to know. And it's like it's unfortunate because patience is really key in some of them cases. So it's like you might link with a dude and he don't really go crazy or something the first time. You know what I'm saying? But you actually like the dude. Some people probably would miss out on a chance for a person like that just because of that. You know what I'm saying? And then they would have the chance to obviously, if they kept fucking, it would get better, and then it would be, you know, at the standard. But at the same time, though, you have people who, like I said, would just be like, "Nah, I'm trying to find it." You know what I'm saying? You didn't do it. Let me find the right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and bro, to respond to what bro said, he said he had a girl always looked out for her, and yeah, I mean that happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not always just promiscuism. Sometimes it's and I mean that on a level to on the pursuit of pleasure. Sometimes people be like in trauma and shit too. It don't really always gotta be like that they even like fucking a lot. They be probably be looking for some other type of fulfillment that they getting from the fucking. It don't
Right,
always be just cause they wanna fuck. So
right,
sometimes people have real deep rooted issues, you know what I'm saying? Especially women, because women don't have, like I was saying earlier, like niggas have this one time and they gotta do it. And then they can do it again, but it's like y'all going instantly all the time. So it's like if you're a woman and you got that going on for real, there is something going on. But it's like it's more on a level to where you need to figure out when is what is good for you type shit. Because y'all can just keep going like until your body just I guess gets uncomfortable. I guess maybe that's what it is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all just go. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's to respond to what bro was saying. It's all subjective, bro. It's a lot of people have deeply rooted issues from their childhood, from anything. It don't even gotta just be from childhood. Some shit just happens in life, bro. Like that's
and that's
fucked
why
up.
you have to really just really communicate with your partner. You gotta know. You gotta understand them, because if you don't understand, then you won't see their problem. And if
Right.
you would have maybe understood your partner, you could have seen the problem from the beginning, and you could have resolved that issue. But
Sometimes
without
people don't like telling
communication,
people shit too, though.
you will never know.
Right. Sometimes people don't like telling people shit though.
True, you're not gonna always express yourself to every relationship you're with, but if that's a person you want to make it work with, then
Yeah. It is weird. It's like,
you will want them to understand you, right?
I remember, I mean, there was this one situation where this girl had just got abused and shit. I guess this dude had took advantage of her while she was drunk or something. And it was weird to me because I felt like I knew the person for long enough to have known that already, but I didn't know it. You get what I'm saying? And it was weird. And I'm like, that's pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so things like that um, could fuck a person over. Maybe on a level to where they don't feel worth, you know what I'm saying? So they either just consistently try to pursue having sex with people, or they don't want to have sex at all type shit. They just completely
Mm,
shut everybody off type shit. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
so true. That's so true.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Some people need therapy though, bro. So it's not all like
Right.
her fault. You know what I mean? Like it is her fault, but it's not all her fault. You know what I'm saying? Because they got that saying, right? Like we didn't ask to be here per se. It's various ways of looking at that though. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, great. Maybe we didn't ask to be here per se, right? So some stuff may not be always directly our fault. You know what I'm saying? So I could have just something just could have just happened, and it just now I have this perspective because something happened by circumstance. You get what I'm saying, or whatever, or through another person. So we have to, you know what I mean, kind of pursue life in that effort, like knowing like I am in control per se, because that's an illusion, but like I'm not at the same time. That's the truest freedom, knowing like I ain't got no control over this shit. So these people who really have these issues where they are like nymphos for real, or just have just generally, you can be like a sexual deviant person per se, or whatever the case may be. Like you know what I mean? When you have these type of issues, it be hard trying to like look at life a certain way. You know what I'm saying when it comes to that, because those people have struggles, so they can't they in a relationship with you. You feel what I'm saying? But that ain't really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that they kind of have to just the fulfillment ain't there, and it's not because of you. A lot of the times, it's because of them and some type of trauma maybe that is still there, type shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? But
That's so true, though. I mean,
do what you got to do though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't let that shit rule your life. I'm glad you got out the situation. That's what's most important.
especially even though that person had maybe issues, if they really cared about you, they would have worked out and try to get help, try to resolve those issues, or really make you understand them.
Right.
She should have said that there was an issue.
Sometimes people don't know they got the issue though.
True.
Like I was just
Sometimes they
saying,
could be in denial.
like I was saying to you, some niggas could just exist in a level where they don't really think they got an issue. You know what I'm saying? You can have a nigga that masturbate every day, every other day. He doing that. He watching porn. You feel what I'm saying? He might not even feel like he got an issue like that.
Right.
You get what I'm
You
saying?
don't
Like
think that he might not have an
he
issue,
might
but
even
again,
think he
that's
got an
just
issue like that. And it might not be an issue like that for him because if his lifestyle is on a level to where he also has a healthy relationship with the opposite sex. He also has a productive life. He also makes enough money for himself, his family. He takes care of his other like. Then that all makes. Then there's nothing wrong with that. That might just be what he. That might just be what, the life he lived. But it's some people who just, you know what I'm saying, may not be what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it really shouldn't be. It honestly, I don't really see why niggas should be watching porn every other day, other than being a porn star. I mean, and even then, they not all masturbate when they watch the porn. They're looking for stuff
Right.
to edit this shit to make people watch it. They're not always fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's an illusion people. You know what I'm saying? Live in as well. Like they always, they're not. They're making content and then they're not.
Right. That's all they're
You
doing.
know what I'm saying? Right. So you got to be able to kind of deal with that as well. But I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, it's all subjective, bro. And I guess bro was saying we were together for 5 years, found out 3 of them she was cheating. Wait, oh damn, it's crazy. The last two was in the other. Oh, she
So
was
he
cheating.
was trying his part. He was trying his best to
Yeah.
try
Mm,
to satisfy her sexually.
mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, bro. It's sometimes people just are fulfilled, man, and it's not anything you really can do. Some people are just kind of broken until they get kind of fixed because, man, and it's crazy because for a woman, you will probably have to explain that, like from a woman perspective. It's like I don't even understand what that feel like. What I have no idea. Like, because as a nigga, if I'm just cracking shit, I'm cracking shit, and it's what it is. I'm a nigga. For a woman to just be like, and you're not making no money. You're not checking into the ism. You're not checking into none of that. You're not really out here. You're not doing nothing. You're really just promiscuous. You really just kind of talking to 4 5 dudes. They might be giving you a couple $100 here or there, but like it's really not too much motion going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is really the drive for some shit like that? And in like a young, I guess in a young woman would not. I mean, just in a woman generally.
Hmm.
Like, what do you think that is?
I mean, again, yeah, it could be something that she has gone through because we connect differently, you know. It's not just sex. I mean, it's more like we have a connection. And so when it's something traumatizing that happens, it does affect us. It does affect us within our next relationships that we have. I mean, something traumatic like that. And we go through a lot. As a woman, we go through a lot. But that should, again, not be an excuse to not communicate that with your partner because, again, it's like, if you got to understand if you're doing this and you're feeling bad that you're cheating on your man, then you need to work it out. Then you need to go ahead and let him know to understand you. Try to get the help. If it's
Right.
something like that, like you said, if you're doing this and continuing doing it all the time, well, how many times do you want me to forgive you?
Mm. And you know, the thing is, even to respond to what bro was saying, sometimes people don't want to give you a chance. So like, especially with a woman, bro, like if you drop the ball so many times, or your standard is at a certain point where she can like anticipate it and it's predictable, then she may not give you the especially like after she's giving you in her own perspective enough chances or something to create this standard or this perspective on what you're doing type shit, you're not really gonna get too many more chances like that. So like once that's already been, she's made her mind up about what you're doing. She's already made her mind up about what you're doing. You could, the next day you could have turned into fucking Superman, bro. She might not. It's like she might not even fuck with you because she's already gave you 5 other chances, nigga, and you were just Clark Kent. You know what I'm saying? That is 6 day. You down there turned into the full fledged Superman and shit. She already had Clark Kent 5 days in a row. She might be like, you saying you Superman, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? She already talking to, you feel me, whoever else, like Doomsday or whoever the fuck. You feel me? She already talking to these other niggas. So she kind of might be like, especially in a level where we're talking, people just talking or dating or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just have these perspectives to where niggas don't really, you know, I don't know, understand that part. Like younger niggas too. Like once you've already created this predictability, it's done in the dating part. Like when you married or something, they be like kind of okay, but like a lot of times you do kind of gotta shake up stuff a little bit, even if it's something small. Like you don't want to just keep doing the same shit. So the bitch already like, yeah, we didn't fuck these many times. I already know what you're doing. So you trying the new stuff is cool, but she want to know. She just want to do it, and it's like the arousal part is gone from that part. There's no
Yes.
arousal there. Knowing that like this is your standard, and you may be trying to do whatever else. It'd be cool, but it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? She just want to instant gratification, and that's nothing wrong with her wanting that, and there's also nothing wrong with you having to learn how to do that for her either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there. That's where niggas gotta meet in the middle and be like, "I'm here, you here, let's come together." But
Right.
some people don't see it that way.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So you said that part like, how
And
long?
that's what it had to be. It had to be from both, you know. If you
Mm-hmm.
both don't do it, then it's not gonna work.
That's unfortunate, man. But I feel like people, can grow from even having the talks about like even asking your bitch like, "Hey, do you masturbate? How many times do you masturbate? When the last time you masturbated or something like that?" Could be interesting. You know what I'm saying? That may be something niggas should do. And be like, so when the last time you whatever, and what you do, and how you do it, and how can I? Okay, so I do like this or whatever. Like that could be helpful. I think that's actually something that could be helpful in your relationship. It could just help you know what to do. Like especially because like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like once you kind of felt, you know what I'm saying, you kind of just know. So then it just be like important. I don't know. That shit is crazy. But at the same time, you know, it's not gonna be like instant. So like for bro, I don't know how many times that situation, how long that was going on, but you know what I'm saying. She should have had some patience with bro.
Hmm.
Everybody just patience. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. She probably just had patience with bro, especially if bro was a stand up nigga. You know what
And
I'm
he
saying.
was
Bro,
there for
just,
her. He should have been
yeah. Instead of
more
bro
trying to
just
work it
going
out.
fuck, yeah, like he didn't go fuck the other bitches. He stayed with her, tried to adjust himself. You know what I'm saying? He probably was a stand up nigga. So if you got a stand up nigga, maybe you should just masturbate. You know what I'm saying?
There
Right
you go.
now,
Yeah, and that well, but maybe she was
maybe
doing
you
it. I
should,
don't know. But
or whatever.
if you have a partner, shit. Well, especially if they're living with you, they're there. Why even masturbate, right?
That be my that be my question to those scenarios because it's like, what does that even mean? Like, what's the point of that? It's like I feel like that's what makes it immature, ish, kind of not 100%, but ish, because it just be like, bro, just fuck your bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right, she's right there.
Or just ask, or just
Wake her up.
yeah. But some scenarios ain't don't be like that though. Unfortunately. So
Right.
I do understand the niggas. Like I said, you're just not gonna be always fucking your bitch. So you got to do
Right,
something.
honest.
That and I
Could
mean
be
like
at her time of the month. Then what?
then exactly. So then you
Then
may
what
want
happens then?
then there you go. Sometimes I just be like, just chill. That just be for me. Sometimes it be like a chill period, rest period, get more sleep.
No, you
Take
get more sleep. That's your break, right?
the break period. Yeah, just chill.
That'll be your break period. That you just
Because
gonna go.
sometimes
Okay,
you
this is
might
my
you
vacation. I'm
fuck
gonna go ahead and get some rest, get my
yeah.
energy back up. So when she's done over there, well, time to
There
get
you
back to
go.
work.
You charged up now. Eat some Wheaties and shit. You feel me? You'll be straight. Smoke a bag. You good. Like now you straight. You good to go. 2 weeks. What
Oh
is it?
shit!
A week later, you recharge. Type shit.
Right, you're recharged for 3 weeks.
You good.
That's
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, you could do all type of shit, bro. bro asked what type of things we could do to keep the energy going in the room. I mean, it's various things, man. Again, that's subjective. So like
Like how we were just talking, the music, shit.
the music, I
We
mean,
were just
shit.
talking about the music. Music
You
sets the
might
mood.
the candles and shit. You
The
might want to turn.
candles.
Some people might even want you to do the porn shit, bro. They might want you to turn on to some porn, turn on some adult movies, and be
Or
like,
make
yo,
your own.
boom, or whatever. Yeah, like shit. Some people it's all subjective. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I view
I ain't
everything.
smoking nobody. I'm joking.
I view everything as just as a level of this growth. So, like, just trying new stuff is important. So, just try new stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or do new stuff. Shit. You know what I'm
Just get
saying?
nasty.
Right. And even in this effort, like I said, like I feel like personally, just asking a girl is important. Like I feel like if you haven't asked her whatever she like or whatever she think or how whatever she feel like, then just ask her and let her give her input type
Just
shit.
ask her. Buy her
Just
some
ask her.
toys.
Yeah, if that's what she want, type shit. Like it's especially like if you asked her and she's like, "Well, I kind of want to do whatever," and that's what she wanted. You would be like, "Well, I mean, there you go." That'd be a good way to kind of be like, "Okay, cool." Now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Get you some.
Right. I mean, because what if niggas was wondering, like, what if a nigga was wondering, like, what do I do,
Right.
or whatever, and so you just gotta flat out be like, "Yo, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as it could be. I feel like in everything, and I'm a stand on that now, like because it's sometimes even you'll just be wondering like, but then it'd be like sometimes asking a woman some shit is like a pitfall. So you gotta kind of they don't really know what they want, but at the same time they do. So it's hard to really even stand on that. You kind of gotta just know her and then get this halfway opinion that may be valid, but at the same time, you know, you know what I'm saying? Because
All you
again,
have to do is get to know each other, explore each other's bodies, know what they like. You should know what your partner likes. Okay. Once you go ahead and do everything that they like, shit, you don't need to masturbate after that.
that's
I
my point.
mean,
That's my
knock the fuck out.
sleep time.
It's that NyQuil that knocks you out.
Yeah,
Huh.
Nyquil.
What about feet?
I was reading that too. I was like, wait, hold on, gang. Let me read that right. Hold on. That's I do. I'll do it. Deep feet, but she turned to a wait, wait, hold on. I don't know if I'm reading that right, gang. But I understand. I mean, but that's the thing, man. It's all subjective, bro. Everything we saying is subjective. I mean, like your version of the D is not whoever else's version of the D. You feel me?
Right.
All different. So like, or even her version of what she thinks the D is. You feel me? So it's like it's very subjective. Bro, say he didn't mean to put feet. I feel you, bro. But it's cool. But that's my point, though. Like, it's all subjective, bro. So, like, yeah, it's always something. But that's why, like I said, it's you just gotta ask. You just gotta ask. And then when the girl's honest enough with you, be real and be like, or she real about you, just be wholesome or not wholesome. Sorry, be humble enough to take in whatever she may be saying. Especially like if you ask them shit like, okay, did I make you come or something? Or whatever. If she say no or some shit like that, be able to take that on the chin, like, okay, cool. Okay, well, let me know what didn't I do or
Right.
whatever.
Oh, what can I do? Yeah.
What can I do? Like, what do you want to? And then boom, you know what I'm saying? It's a better way for you to approach it. You know what I'm saying?
You better
Especially with a
finish
girl like
her off.
yeah, it's what I mean with a girl like that. That's like that's fast. That might be looking fast or something. But whole time, bro, it is what it is when it comes to You know, you know,
What?
handling your
You say
business.
you know.
Handling your business. I'm just thinking of a better word to say than that. Just solo projects.
The solo projects. Okay, you don't want to say
Handling
masturbation.
solo
Okay,
projects.
gosh,
I
gosh.
was just thinking of a better way to say it than that because it sounds so proper
Yeah, solo
every time I
projects.
say that
Okay,
shit.
solo projects are okay sometimes. Okay,
Solo projects are okay
hey,
sometimes.
solo
Yeah.
projects can even help sometimes make your day
Yes,
better. You know,
they
it
can.
depends on when you do your solo project. You know, you can
Solo
do solo
projects.
projects while you have your partner watching. So, and it's not really
Well,
a
if
solo.
that's what you
Well, it is
want,
a solo project because you
that's a
still do
collab project.
a collab. There you go. That's a collab.
That's a collaboration. But I never, like I said, I never really. I don't know if I'm linking up with you. Why not? We just gonna be fucking. I don't see it. Like I'll help you. That's cool. And of course, the bitch gonna try to help me or want to help me. But it's like just to say
Right,
I'm gonna
because
do it myself.
what if you don't get satisfied? Then what?
I mean, I mean, I'm gonna figure it
Then
out.
you
We'll
better
figure
go
it
ahead and give your man some head, right? Make sure he
out.
finishes.
Or whatever that may. I mean, whatever works type shit. That's my point. Niggas just gonna figure it out.
Oh, you better get your
I'm
ass up
saying
there again.
Mimi, she was happy, but it seemed to be something that made her want attention
Yeah,
from
and it could have been deeper than just the sex. That's the thing, though. If she was happy about the
I'm
sex
saying.
life, it was something else.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So, and then the thing is also, I mean, bro, girls are really good actors sometimes too, man. Just gotta acknowledge that too, man. Especially your girlfriend, not a bitch you linked up with at random. Your girlfriend, yeah. You know what I'm saying? A bitch you link up with at random is in no obligation to make you think you did your thing, unless you know, there's some type of payment coming from it. Unless you a trick, you feel me? Of any sort, because it's tricks in various ways. You know what I'm saying? So if you with John, yeah, she gonna say you King Kong and shit. You feel me? But like a random bitch you linked up with at the club because you thought she was cool, and you end up cracking her, she has no obligation to say you stood up in the shit. So when she, you know what I'm saying, say you stood up in it, then she's probably telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Mm, yeah, but I think so many other times, I mean, that might be true too, bro, because
That
that shit does happen. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the bitches don't always be clean, so keep your hygiene clean. Keep the you know what I'm saying, the box clean. You know what I'm saying?
yes, keep the pussy
Niggas keep
clean.
your
That's what you
situation
need to
together.
do.
You feel me? It's important, obviously, because bro is he's standing on business. He's saying what it is. Sometimes that's true too. I mean, because that has happened to me before, where you kind of don't even really even want to finish. You just be kind of like, "Is you straight?" All right, because like she not really together. You know what I'm saying? Like in my younger years, that has definitely happened. In my younger years, so I know what bro is talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, you know what I'm saying? And bro said you know what I'm saying, the noggin was crazy. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's just all subjective, bro. Maybe she'll get the help she need on a level to where she can maybe get maybe therapy or maybe something where niggas can kind of seclude her and get into her mind and make her tap into her mind and you know what I'm saying or something. If she is on that level that you're saying, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people are just sexual deviant and they just kind of have a sex drive that they want to fulfill. And depending on how old they is, it depends on where that prioritizes their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So if they younger, they probably gonna be like, yeah, you got that one time, bro. If you one time, that's it. And you might, if you lucky, you might get to say, especially you talk about a bad broad too, a broad that got some type of motion because she looked decent. You got that one time, gang. If you do not spaz that one time, you will not get no second time. That's what it is. You cannot give it no. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just wait a little bit. I'm gonna just nope.
Nope.
You know, I'm a damn near, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna no. One time, that's it. You know what I'm saying? She better feel like a building hit her. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? That's it. You feel me? The rest will literally sort itself out later after that. You know what I'm saying? So that's your job. That's all you should even care about after that. After you crash this bitch, that is it. You shouldn't even care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. But dude is in a relationship, so that was different. So of course he probably was pursuing her and trying to talk to her, and she was giving him that, you know what I mean, energy like that was happening, and that's what happened. So it's like that's kind of a little different. But you know what I'm saying? She so in that effort, since she likes you, there might be somewhat of an obligation to keep you fucking her or keeping you around for whatever she likes about you. So she might say, yeah, okay, it was alright or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She might, but like consistently, it that will turn into something that's like, okay, yeah, that was cool, but in reality, it might not have been cool at all. It just kind of something she just kind of saying to you, maybe. You feel me? Uh, for real, I think she was addicted to. Um, what was her sign? That's important as well. I would. I mean, not just. I mean, her whole chart is important. Also, like, what was her sun sign? You know what I'm saying? Because that's also important. Because some people have it's in their chart. It's in their shit. They're just supposed to be. They express themselves through sex.
Right.
They do all type of stuff. That's why I'm like, you could have people who have issues, but of course there are these exceptions to the rule where people are really truly just like sexual beings, and it ain't always the act, but it's the expression of it itself that fulfills people in some efforts a lot of times. So when you have nudists and people who do these type of things or do like nude art and shit like that, they feel like that's a part of it. So like, respect to people who got it. Yeah, bro, you should remember her sign. But like that's important because as like I said in the chart, it basically outlines a lot of these like I don't want to say like bad parts of yourself, but it kind of can be, and then also these other good parts of yourself. So it's like all that shit is just there for you, so you can just do your own digging on that. But if your houses and stuff is all aligned to where you're going to be some type of sexual expression type person, you know what I'm saying? Um, that's just what's going to be manifesting. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't think I kind of want this kind of face. I don't want. I mean, yeah, man. You probably better off, doing some other shit.
Yes.
You probably better off, bro, without her. I would say. You know what I'm saying? But best, the best to best of life to her, and more life to her, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She
So
got to
no
figure.
solo projects then, right? You said.
I said solo projects are cool. They are important, especially when you're trying to better yourself. But you can overkill real fast, and then you can also, you know what I'm saying, lose track of yourself. You know what I'm saying, and lose sight of what's important. You know what I'm saying? So like when niggas are younger, I would definitely not advise telling young people or anybody like that to think like that's an outlet like, at all. Like you might have older cousins or something. You know what I'm saying? Or even older friends or something. Like I said, like people told me they were just so happy to be 12 and 13 like me type shit. But like they could have been 18 and been like, yeah, bro, you should do this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of conversations I would have with older kids on the school bus because we rode the school bus with older kids. So it would be a lot of stories. They'd be telling me, "Oh, I fucked this bitch. She did this. Oh, this happened. This." So it would be a lot of that all the time, and I would be sometimes younger or inexperienced at that point. So I would be really learning from them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I should be doing this. oh, I should be old, so this is what I should do. And in some efforts, it's important to kind of get that, because like if you don't get it now, when you gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but like, how else you gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? What else you gonna do? Type shit. Crazy.
Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. But I mean, it's again at the end of the day, it's a natural thing. Just don't overindulge on solo projects, like you
There
said,
you go.
right? Do some collabs.
Do some exactly. Don't overindulge on solo projects. Do some collabs. I like how you said
Connect
that.
with
Smooth.
someone.
Why you sound like the 1-800 dial me now parties and shit that's on this time of night with the infomercials.
Right, with the infomercials, with the adult phone lines.
Back to back with the niggas selling vacuums and shit.
Oh.
And, and cookware and all that type of
And
other shit.
cookware. But then also you see the, Adam and Eve commercials, hey.
Right. Back as first is 30 minutes of the fucking cookware. Then you got like it's real quick segment of that. Then
Hey.
right after that, they got
Horny and hungry sound about the same way, okay? So
right.
why not have both, right?
Basically, shit.
Hey. But yeah, I think we had a good show tonight. Thank you, Dr. Scorpio, for
Man, come on, though.
coming in and joining me in this conversation tonight. And I want to
You
thank
already know.
everybody, especially Big Head 619 that came through. He really, spoke about an experience, and what we have coming up. Do we have anything coming up soon?
We got some artists that's coming on the show. And then we also we got more shit we doing. More shows we doing this week and the following weeks and shit. So if you an artist, tap in, you know the deal. You feel me? Tap in and niggas. We trying to hear from the artists. So let niggas know. Or if you a poet too. If you a poet, artist, or
Anyone that
business.
would like to come in and be interviewed and promote what they're doing, just contact us.
Big facts.
Yes, we're not just doing artists, but we're doing anyone that would like to go ahead and promote their business, anything that they're doing. Thank you so much. And I want to say, everybody, have a good night. Thank you for coming.